Greetings, you two.
Hello. I love that, Jonathan. Hello, I am Delighted the Leo, and JoJo Speaks made me watch Elite. We are on the second episode of the first season. Don't they got like 7 seasons or something like that?
7 or 8, yeah. Yeah. But I wanted Jennifer to watch this from the beginning because I haven't even gotten to the second season yet. And I
Oh,
think we're going to watch that together if we decide to do a review on it. So this is ramping up my excitement a little bit to actually so I can experience the second season with you and it could be fresh for both of us.
it's go
Because as of
ahead.
now, I've already seen the full first season, but I think it'll be fun for us to actually watch a season together.
And I see that you're kind of banking on me getting hooked. I feel that's what you're feeling.
Because I feel as though the story as it develops, I think you will get into it because I liked it so much, because I enjoyed it so much, because I was into it so much. I'm just hoping and a praying. I'm hoping and a praying
Hooker
that it
Jesus.
will grab you. I'm not 100% sure it's going to happen, but I do have faith that it will happen.
Well, you know what? All we can do is see. And
Yeah.
thank you for letting me keep it real with you.
Of course, I accept your realness because it's just that it is real, and all I can do is accept it. So,
And the other thing I think we're really learning about each other and what we like and how we see things by looking at this. So I really feel like this is just a brother sister bonding session. But
absolutely.
anywho, go ahead, take care of it, John. Let's do it.
So we start out with Lou, our resident mean girl of the school, and she's being interrogated by the police again concerning this murder, and she's putting it on the new kids, and she's referring to them as a different species. When you put a different species into an environment, they're going to go crazy. They're going to go wild. They're going to do whatever it is that they want to do. Do you want to comment on her thoughts on the new students, Jennifer?
She is absolute something else.
Yeah, she's
You
trash.
know what? Yeah, trash. It is what it is. And you know what? Like recently on TikTok, I've been seeing like thoughts about racism over in Spain,
Hmm. Hmm.
and I'm like, well, things are coming together on this. I'm starting to, hey, now, you never know. But yeah, she's horrible.
Yeah, she is. So we're back in class, and we're given an assignment by our French teacher, and he's having for everyone to partner up and create social media profiles for the other. This is a way for the classmates to kind of get to know one another a little bit better, a little bit more
It's a
intimately.
pretty cool
So
project.
it
I
is.
agree.
It is.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect for a school to make the students use social media for a project. So this could actually make it more fun and get the students more excited to actually take part in this project. So I really like the thought. So of course this gives Lou the idea for Guzman. This is your perfect chance to do what I've suggested you to do in the last episode to get in Nadia's pants so that we can tell the whole school that she's not who she thinks she says she is. Um,
Hmm.
and also, Ander and Christian decide to be partners because they're totem buddies. So they do the
Yeah.
totes, so the puff puff pass pass together. Um, so then we get to the restaurant where Sammy and Nano work for their family, and Nano is in the back and he's getting roughed up by these two guys, and he tells them that he needs a little bit more time. What were you
Child.
thinking when you saw Nano being hemmed up in the back?
I wasn't surprised because as soon as he came, and I'm really kind of, it's kind of funny. Like this is only the second episode. I feel like I know so much about him, but I wasn't surprised though. I'm sure there was some trouble that he caused, either as soon as he got out or before he got out. I was thinking that it was something that happened before he got out, and he owed people
Mhm.
money.
Yeah,
Surprise,
that
surprise.
surprise, surprise. We knew that Nano was trouble as soon as we saw his mother's reaction when Sammy came in and we were introduced to Nano. That told us he
Child.
was bad news. So then we get Ander. Ander hits up Omar for some more tree. He wants to get a little smoke on. And so
Left it.
they discuss the fact that what happened last episode. They met up on a dating app and they were surprised to realize that
It
they
was
were
each
each other's
other.
date. And so Omar then says that he's not gay. But then after he says that they're not gay, that he's not gay, then they proceed to kiss. And so then they go down the stairs, they get onto the couch, and Omar really wants to get in Anders'
And
pants.
they're outside.
They are outside. Yeah, he's touching on Ander. He's sitting on his lap. You know what I'm saying? Kissing on him and all this stuff. And Ander is really not getting into the feels. He's.
But it's like he was at was it Omar?
Omar's the drug dealer.
Omar was at first.
Yeah, he was. Omar was getting into it, and Omar is really wants to move forward with Ander in a sexual manner, but Ander does not feel comfortable with this. And
it was Ander that didn't feel. I mixed them up. Yeah,
because you would think that because Ander is the one that reached out to Omar, that Ander would be the one that's gung ho for it. So that's what Omar is expecting, but that's not the reaction that he's getting. And Ander walks off and says, "Leave me alone," which boggles my mind. I don't understand where Ander is coming from.
And spoiler, like, I don't feel like we found out throughout the rest of this whole episode what was going on, right?
No, we did not.
Oh, okay. Because I was that's weird.
No resolution on this potential couple as of yet. And also, as Ander is leaving, we get a shot of Guzman, who actually sees them. And so I'm
thinking, like, what is Guzman doing over there in the trenches?
Right.
Like, why is he even there? Like,
how did you find yourself in this random space? How did you end up just being here randomly? But
see, this is what I don't like about this show: stress.
Yeah, it is stress. So Sammy and Marina are working on their project, and Marina dances for the camera. She does a few little moves here and there. You know what I'm saying? And so then Sammy sees an article concerning Marina's dad, and the fact that there were subpar materials that were used for the school to be built, and that's the reason why it actually collapsed. And so Carla. And so he finds that
and he saw that from looking at her pictures on her phone, right?
From Marina's no, he saw it on her computer. He saw it on her computer. So then we have a scene of Carla. She's the it girl, at least in my opinion. She's who Lou wishes she was, because Carla
have you seen Carla?
Well, okay, but Lou, she thinks that she's that girl, but she's really not that girl. But anyway, so Carla asked Polo to do it again with Christian. She's really into it, but Polo doesn't seem to be susceptible to that idea. What do you think is going on with this situation with Polo, Carla, and Christian as it stands, at least as far as this season is concerned?
From what little bit I do know, it's already too much, but you could see that it is more to it than what we're seeing. It's like, I don't truly know their deal. Like, they need to, I guess, be more clear about that. It's like, I don't know what they're trying to do. Yeah. Or what does he like? Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe he likes men, or I don't know, child.
Yeah, it's causing a lot of questions, because we really don't have an answer as to why Carla wants to engage.
Or is he just a voyeur?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just a voyeur.
Maybe he just likes to see his girl get banged out. Who knows? But anyway, so then we have Guzman and Nadia. They're meeting up in the library. And Nadia is really not here for it. She hands him some questions. She hands him some questions and tells him, answer those questions so I can put it on your profile. And then she walks off. And Lou was sitting was behind one of the columns of books in the library, and she pops up out of nowhere, and she's like, try harder, okay? You need to try harder, okay? We need to get this done, busy done, okay? So Marina looks for Sammy at his job, and she runs into Nano again. And they have a little bit of a small talk or whatever. And so then Marina and Sammy, they start recording again. And Marina wants to be she says she wants to be a journalist, but she won't turn her father in. And she's kind of confused by that as well. She doesn't know why she doesn't want to turn her father in. Are you kind of getting what Marina's mindset is concerning her father, knowing who
Yeah,
he is?
I
And
believe
then,
she is against the man, and she understands that the man is her dad, but still the man is her dad. So it's like that's never going to be easy. And I'm not happy about this whole thing with Nano. Um that girl need to stay away from him and him from her, okay? Shoot, for all we know, um man, he's the reason or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on.
he's the reason for what?
For her going to glory,
Oh,
for all we
okay.
know.
Okay. I get
I don't see
I'm picking
nothing
that
good
up.
from any of this.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that when I was watching it the first time. I didn't even consider that. But hey,
Yeah.
it is a possibility. True. Everyone's a suspect. So then we have Marina telling Sammy that there's a safe in her house with the evidence concerning the subpar materials that were used to build the school. So now Sammy knows that, there's some evidence that he can get his hands on and, might be able to do something with it. So then Guzman shows up at Marina's family. Guzman shows up at Nadia's family store. Nadia's working at a store that her family owns, and Guzman comes to the store. And for some reason, he feels as though he needs permission from her
like
parents to work with her, as if the school.
because she said to him previously that my parents would kill me if I bought you around, pretty much.
Gotcha.
And now he wants to go ahead and prove, oh, I'm a good guy. It's like, sir, I think this is okay. No shade to anybody on this earth, but I think this is just a level of white privilege that I
Mm-hmm.
believe they have. Well, I mean, as long as you meet me, you should know that I'm a good guy.
Yeah, it was something. It's something you would expect a white person to do because they want to
Yeah.
prove that they're okay. They want to
Yes.
prove that they're safe. They want to prove that they're not who they really are.
And we see you.
And so then he says to Nadia's father, "Well, my dad is the reason why your daughter has the privilege of
Your
going
dad
to
is also, oh, I'm
my
sorry.
esteemed school." So
Your dad is also the reason why the school that she was going to ain't there no more. How about that?
exactly, why is rubble? Why is dust, honey? Dust.
Wow.
Nadia's father tells him to leave. Omar actually walks into the store before Guzman leaves. Omar's like, "What is he doing here? And what's going on here?" So anyway, Guzman goes on about his way. Guzman being very disrespectful
As per
to
usual.
Nadia's parents, per usual.
And it's like he doesn't even understand that he's doing it. That's just it's a level of ignorance that really bothers my
Yeah.
Shondo.
Yeah, I understand that. So then we have Omar texting Ander, asking him if he's still freaked out. Ander does not respond to that particular text message. So is at least Omar and Anders storyline grabbing you a little bit? Do you have any interest in them at all?
The reason why I don't have interest is because is
That's the games
because
they playing.
yeah, it's like it's the back and forth. Either you is or you ain't. But I do understand though, because they're young
Hmm.
and there's so many things in society that's fighting against what they're trying to be or what they want,
Hmm.
especially with Omar's side of town. Shoot, especially on the other side of town with Anders daddy and so it's like you it's not grabbing me because they would have to grab life by the balls to do what they're trying to do.
And say, "F it, let's do this thing."
Exactly.
Right. Okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm understanding you more and more every day. It's amazing.
I
Um.
love this.
So so then Carla starts messaging Christian, and then Polo. She's messaging him on the computer. She's sitting in the bed, and Christian is in
Yeah.
bed as well. And so then she calls Polo, or Polo calls her, whatever the case may be, and she tells him that I'm messaging Christian right now, and it's getting a little hot and heavy. And so then Polo starts telling her what to tell Christian, and it's a whole hot and steamy type of
See,
situation.
this is the kind of stuff that made me think that he might be gay, because it's like it's as if he is living
Vicariously
it.
through her.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
what he wants through her.
what
Because
he
I'm
would
not
want.
saying I'm not gonna say that's weird. It's what he likes.
Yeah.
But one thing I do find weird, why are we finding this out so early in life? I think it's just so everybody's so sexually, like there already. It bothers me to see that for teenagers because I'm going to have teenagers one day. And just
Mm,
the simple thought of the fact that they could be doing this, that, and the third, laying it low, spreading it wide, not my babies.
okay. So then Guzman asked Christian about Omar because he saw Andrew with Omar down in the depths.
That whatever
And so
place.
Christian tells him, "Oh shit, Lord, I just cursed. Oh well, he just sells drugs. That's what he do. He sells a little green. You want some? Because he can hook you up, my brother. He can get you what you want. I wish
Yeah.
Christian
Which is
saw
shut
Guzman for who he is, but I think Christian
immediately.
just accepts everyone for who they are and leaves them there. And he's just who he is, and he just accepts everybody
And
for who
he's
they
not
are.
thinking about anybody else's ulterior motives.
Right,
Because
exactly.
if that was happening with old girl, she wouldn't have said a word.
And Christian's a little naive. He really is a
A
little bit
little.
naive, and that bothers me a little bit because for someone who has such a big personality, you'd think he'd want to protect it a little
Yeah,
bit
why are
or
you so
protect
slow?
himself a little bit, but
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't want to say slow, but he is kind of
Okay,
slow.
not slow. Why are you not aware? Is aware a
Yeah,
good one?
that's why I use the word naive. I think he's just, yeah, he's yeah, not aware. That's a good one, but I think he's just a little bit naive. But anyway, so um, excuse me. So Guzman apologizes to Nadia for the previous day. Nadia says that she already finished his profile. They're in the classroom, by the way. And Guzman calls the teacher over. Teacher, come over here. Nadia says that she finished my profile. What you think of it? You know what I'm saying? And so the teacher says, "Ain't much of anything here." You know what I'm
And
saying?
it
This
it
is
was no surprise. It's like, girl, ain't no way you got what you needed to make a
from him
triple
answering
A.
a few questions. Nadia
Yeah.
put no effort into this whatsoever. So the
No. And
teacher,
and I need her to make grades up here.
right, so she can get that trophy.
All right.
Because that's what you want, girl, ain't it?
Okay.
Don't you want that? But I guess her working with Guzman took her eye off the prize.
Exactly.
She
Agree.
just does not want to interact with him or converse with him or be in his life or be in his space in any way, shape, or form whatsoever if
And
she does not have to.
I think with maturity, you find that it is possible to do that. You
Hmm.
can work, I can work with you. Okay, after we're done, I ain't your friend. Don't hit me up. Don't call me. Don't come back to my daddy's store or nothing. It could have been that, but youngest don't think that far.
Right. Yeah. So then we have Nano walking into Sammy's room, and for some reason the video of Marina saying that there's a safe in her home because Sammy was actually recording her when she said that when she made that statement, which I don't know why she
Mm-hmm.
made that statement on camera. But anyways, so Nano actually sees that video, and this brings an idea to his mind. So then we have Christian and Carla. They meet up in the hallway, and there's beginning to plan their next hookup. Who walks up but Guzman? And Guzman is like, why are you talking to Carla? Like she got a man. Like what's going on here? Like
Oh.
what is this happening here? Like why are you talking to my best friend's girl? Like what is this? And so Carla is like, calm down. What's it's nothing. And then Polo walks up, and Polo is taking Guzman away, and he's like, listen, it's nothing. What do you think of Guzman trying to speak up for his friend whose girl is clearly being stolen by Christian?
I feel that there are other ways to do it, like do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to fight or whatever. To be honest, he should have been looking at old girl. Why are you entertaining this conversation? You know what I'm
Why are
saying?
you okay
Why
with
you so
talking to
okay with
Christian?
talking to Christian like this? I don't understand. But it's like the conversation would never be easy, but I truly feel he could approach things in a more tactful way, but he doesn't have tact.
No.
He has this, I guess I will say the word privilege again. He has this privilege thing. I can say whatever I want to say to anybody. So I'm gonna check this dude. It is what it is.
Yeah, he sees it as disrespect, but if
Yeah, but
Carla is engaging with him, she
yeah.
clearly is doing this willingly, and not in an uncomfortable position, but
And it's also none of Guzman's business.
none of his business at all. So then we get Lou. She walks into her French class and she says, well, it seems like, the new kids are getting all this special attention. It seems like you're almost like you're grading them on a curve, sir. Like what is this going on? We don't appreciate this. And
See,
then
this
she's
is when I want to have a shut the F up spider moment. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Make you want to slap a hoe,
Exactly.
Pimp slap, back slap him. Okay, that's the best slap, honey.
That's the best one.
When you got to reach back. Okay.
Come around here with it.
Yes. Okay.
Shut up.
Okay. And then she suggests that, our parents are paying your salary, so it would behoove you to no longer give them any special attention. Do you feel as though the teacher is giving the new students any special attention
Absolutely
at all?
not.
I
Because
don't see that.
this is another issue as well, but it's not like they're portraying it as such. But these people have come from one culture to the next. This is something totally different. And any teacher that understands their background and where they came from here to there, they would have at least some kind of what's the word, sympathy, some kind of mercy. Not even mercy, just like, look, let me tell you how this is and how it goes. Let me explain this to you. You've been here since point A. I should not have to give you that kind of treatment. So
Right.
no. You just hating because there's a chance that somebody may be able to outrun you.
There's a little competete going on, okay?
Sure.
Someone who might be better than you,
Per se?
okay,
Okay.
needing no special treatment. She's just is
Out here
that
dipping it
good.
and doing it.
Okay, all by herself.
She don't
Don't
need
need no
nobody
help.
else.
Don't need no help. Okay.
But
Um.
okay.
So then we get back into the pool area. Guzman
Yeah.
is swimming. He's a swimmer. And Nadia's like, okay, so let's go ahead and start trying to work on this project or whatever. And Guzman takes off his shorts right in front of her. He's butt booty naked. Not Nadia is looking away. She does not want to look at
Oh,
his business. She's not interested whatsoever. And he's like, well, since you don't want to look at, what I got going on, since you don't want to, put your eye on this prize, okay.
ah!
He says, well, let me just take a picture of you. And so she shyly looks away in the picture and she's, not really wanting to show her face or whatever. And what are you feeling in this moment between Guzman and Nadia?
What I don't want to feel.
Yeah. Feels like a setup.
It is. It's all of it is a setup, and she's falling for it. Girls.
Are you seeing any charm in Guzman at all? Like, forget the way that you feel about him. Just look at it
Yeah.
from an outsider's point of view. Do you see any charm in Guzman?
At this moment, no, but in the later one, yeah. In the later moment, yes.
Gotcha. All right. So then we get back to Sammy. Sammy comes home and his home is completely trashed. It's been ransacked. Burglars have come in looking, it looks like they were looking for something. Everything is trashed in the house. And Jennifer, go ahead.
If I was Daniel's mama, he wouldn't be living with me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You got to go find someplace else to go.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I do enjoy about America. They have halfway homes. More than likely, he might have been in the halfway home. And if you want to hurry up and violate your probation and all that stuff, hurry up and do that over there, not over here. Don't bring your mess
Right.
over here. Mama's a little bit too
forgiving.
easy. Yeah, forgiving. That's the word.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we have Ander. Ander comes home, and Ander looks at his drawer when he gets into his room, and he sees that his drawer is wide open. And he goes to look for his green. He's looking for his marijuana. His marijuana's gone. And
not my green, Lord.
He gets back. It's a serious situation, y'all. So he gets back into, because I know he was looking forward to that thing when he got home. He was going to roll up and puff, okay? So then he goes back into the living room where his parents are, and his father has his weed. And I'm so glad that we can say weed on YouTube, because anyway, so his father has his weed in his hand. He says, "You looking for this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing drugs?" And acting as if I don't know if drugs are illegal in Spain. I'm assuming they probably are legal in Spain. But
Mhm.
he's saying to Ander that this could ruin your perspectives for your future. This could ruin your future, boy. And so then we find out that Guzman is the one. They actually told Ander that Guzman is the one that told us
Yeah.
that you were out here doing the ganja. Okay. How did you feel about Guzman writing Ander out about his weed? And do you think he had good intentions by doing this?
Surprise, surprise. As far as intentions, here's okay. It all depends on your perspective. If you're concerned about a friend that is doing drugs, you say something. But here's my thing, it really does depend on your perception. Weed is not that white stuff. Weed is not that chemically enhanced stuff.
Okay.
So it's
It's
like for
all
me,
natural, y'all.
it is all natural. So maybe he's looking out for his public perception,
Mm-hmm.
but at the very end of the day, he should have approached him.
Right.
Because if my friend approaches my parents about what's going on with me, you're
Right.
no longer my friend.
Exactly. We have an issue like
We
that.
have a problem.
That's exactly what he should have done. If you're worried about your friend,
Talk
you
to
go to your
me.
friend, talk to your
Yes.
friend. But I don't believe that Guzman had bad intentions, but he just went about it the worst way.
He
The
think
worst
he thinks
way.
he did what was right, but
Exactly.
apparently not only in that school, but I guess in that area, he believes he's like somebody.
But he is the principal's son. So, if the principal's son gets found with weed, that's not a good look. So, but again,
But
I don't know if
but
he was.
still though.
Yeah, I really don't
Mm-mm.
understand why. I don't get it. But
Yeah,
um,
Guzman, he needs to look out for himself, because what if old girl went ahead and told on him about the sex he was having up at the school? It's
exactly.
not like he's perfect. Why does
Right.
he need to be telling on other people? Why can't other people to be telling on him?
Do as I say, not as I do. That's who
That's
Guzman
all I'm
is.
saying about Guzman. If he was pure lily white, excuse me, right, pure. My bad. If he was pure, then it would be a little bit more difficult for me to say that. But he's not. He's doing his own dirt. But you want
Yeah.
to tell on somebody to their parents.
Got the nerve, honey. Anyway,
The
so
nerve.
Polo and Carla, they seem to be at Carla's house all willy nilly. I don't
Mhm.
know who Carla's parents are and how they're allowing this,
Maybe
but
they out
we
the country, child.
right. But Polo changes his mind about this whole thing with Christian. He's like, I don't think you should be doing this. But he has this idea because it came from Guzman, because
Exactly.
Guzman told him in the bathroom, why are you letting your girl do this with Christian? And this ain't right. You know what I'm
This
saying?
don't
That's
look
your
right.
girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this. Guzman is in everybody else's business, like
Instead of his
every
own.
single
And
other
here's another
person's
issue as
business.
well.
Hmm.
He not thinking of the fact that if he stops this, he may stop old girl from having her fun. And it look like she love having her fun. They might not be together too much longer. That's what I'm concerned about. But go ahead.
Child. So Carla's like, what you mean? Like, I didn't know. I'm enjoying this. Okay. I'm getting something out of this. Well, why do we need to stop?
As you are
Okay.
too.
Oh, clearly.
Okay.
Clearly. But anyways, they proceed to do the do. And so Carla tells Polo, we get a scene of Carla leaving an interrogation room, and Polo's walking in, and she tells Polo that they suspect that Guzman is guilty. What did you think when she said that? Because this seemed to have come out of nowhere.
Maybe it's because it's easy to pin it on Guzman.
And why do you think it's easy to pin it on Guzman?
With
That his
his
sister died.
with this complex that he has, that we've been talking about all this episode here, our spoiler review. I believe that he would be in the space of thinking, well, I'm above all this. Maybe he might make himself, even if he didn't do it, he might make himself look horrible if they started, pressing on him. So I think he's an easy target, in my opinion.
Because we know his temper, and we know that he can go
Oh
fly
yeah,
off the handle at a moment's notice. So
yeah.
yeah.
So I think he's an easy target. Maybe she's trying to get some heat off of her, so they can start pointing, have more people to point towards Guzman, so they can get on him and how angry, and then so they can start digging into the things that he's done. I thought,
Carla's a smart girl, y'all. Carla is very probably the smartest girl on this show.
and prettiest.
I, and the prettiest, yeah. She's that girl. It's just simply
She
that.
is.
She
That's
is that girl. Got the
she's our
fashion
Rose.
on point. That her fashions be
Cute.
hitting.
And I
Okay.
was thinking like, what is it? What is it? And that blonde hair looks really great on her.
Hmm.
It really fits her. And then
Yeah.
on top of that, it's the fashions. And she aesthetically pretty, and also the vibe that she has on there is just real chill. I'm confident. I don't need to put down anybody else out here to lift
Right.
myself up. It's all of that encompassed. That's what has her as a
She's
favorite
the
for sure.
epitome of being that girl, knowing she's that girl, and not having to try to prove that she's that girl
No need to do that.
because it's been proven. Look at the
Exactly.
material. Look at the material.
Okay.
Okay.
Here I miss.
Okay. There it is, right there.
There
Okay.
it goes.
Exhibit one, Judge.
Okay,
Okay.
she hasn't exhibited a bit of and yeah, she hasn't exhibited any racism. She hasn't exhibited just any.
Very non-problematic for
She
sure.
didn't she didn't even really acknowledge the new people all that much. She's just like, oh, okay, okay, that's
They
nice.
here, so
They're over
what?
there.
It is what
Okay.
it is. Okay. She's not intimidated. That's the problem with Lou. Lou is intimidated.
That's what it
Carla
is.
ain't got nothing to worry about because once
Nah,
again, she is that
that
girl.
girl. She's that girl. Mm. We are just out here spitting facts for the people, Jonathan.
Facts. That's what we're doing, y'all. So then Sammy asked Marina if he can go to her house so that they can work on their project together. So then we have Ander confronting Guzman for ratting him out. And Guzman is like, what would happen to you if you got found out for doing drugs? And, this could lead you down a wrong path. And, Guzman is trying to tell Ander that he's looking out for his best interest. But once again, Guzman, why did you have to go to my parents
Go.
like that? Wiggity whack,
But see, that
whack.
tells you his thought process. I'm going to eradicate the issue right now.
Right. He because he knew that if he went to Ander, it probably wasn't going to stop. So the best way to have him stop smoking weed is to go to his parents so that they can cut it off at the leg.
Yeah,
That's what it was. That's why he did
I
it
don't like
because
it.
he just doesn't want Ander to be able to smoke
To ignore what
freely.
he said. He doesn't want to,
Exactly.
man.
Because he knows if he goes to Ander, Ander's gonna be like, "Who are you? I do what I want."
Okay.
Anyways, so then we have Sammy, Marina, Nadia, and Guzman. They're all at Marina and Guzman's house. And
Mm-hmm.
Lou is leaving a message for Guzman, whatever the message is, I don't know. But anyways, Nadia and Guzman are outside by the pool, and she's like, "So what's with this sudden interest in me? Did you make a bet that you will be able to get into my pants so that you can prove a point?" So Nadia clearly knows the game. She knows exactly what's going on here. She
Okay.
got it right on the head. Okay.
She did.
Does this give you any hope that she won't
No.
fall for the trap? Okay.
Be- because let me tell you something, the acting is very well on here.
It
And
is.
you can see in her face that as the smile perks up and her eyes start to star, you know, them draws. You
Oh,
know
they
what?
covered.
You know what? Even if the draws don't come down, I think they would at least form a bond slash relationship, even if she doesn't have sex, even if she does hold on to her beliefs and truths.
And if this were to happen, though, do you feel as though this could be any type of redemption for Guzman?
No,
So you don't see Guzman changing at all?
No. And I
Mhm.
say that real quickly because, that kind of thought process that he has within himself, believing that he is the policeman, believing that he has authority
Mhm.
above all his literal peers. That
Right.
none of them are any higher than any other. These are
Yeah.
his peers. He feels like he has a step above every single person. So unless he gets knocked down a peg somehow, I don't believe his thought process or him changing at all.
Yeah, them niggas don't change, period,
Nah,
point blank.
no,
That's who they
because
are.
he
Once
grew
they've
up like this.
right, once they've established that, there's not too many things that can change that in
Nah,
someone. And he's
no,
probably almost 18 years old, so this is who he is,
yeah,
child.
he's done. Okay, the four formation years are done. Okay, he
Right.
is there.
He has developed, okay?
Developed. Thank
Um,
you.
so Nadia was about to push Guzman into the pool, playing around with him, which gave me an indication that something going on here.
I saw that before
Yeah,
then. Before that, I was like,
they started to joke around a little bit, and then Lou actually sees, and we
because she
see a
was trying
little
to call him.
right, and we see a little bit of jealousy in Lou. Now, Lou, was it not your idea for Guzman to try to get into Nadia's pants? And so when you see them interacting as if they're heading that way, you all of a sudden have the nerve to get jealous, like, like,
Jonathan, this is the moment when I have lost yet another level of respect for Lou. I didn't have a whole lot already, but this is the moment where I lost even more respect for her
mhm,
because I thought she would. I thought if she was mean, you know what I'm saying? I would have hoped she would at least been a G about it. You know what I'm saying?
right. In what
Because
way?
if this is your plan, I'm gonna get happy. Oh yeah, he's really
Right. The
the
plan
plan
is
is coming into
working, coming into
and
form.
once she saw them after she been trying to call him and he ain't pick up the phone,
Hmm.
when she looked around there, I was really not hoping. I was under the impression that she'd be like, "It's happening, all right, it's coming
Hmm.
together." Now I see why he ain't pick up the phone. Let me go home.
Right. Let me go on about my business.
Okay, but no, no. This is why jealous girls should not do things like this. Should not
But
ask their man to go ahead and do something like this.
let's just say hypothetically, Guzman and Nadia were to get together. Would it not satisfy you that Lou will be upset about that, or it's just the fact that he's Guzman and he's trash?
Yeah, I think the fact that
No
he's
satisfaction
Guzman and he's
whatsoever.
trash,
Yeah.
now I can say there will be satisfaction. Don't get me wrong. But to be honest, the satisfaction has already been gotten because you can see that there's something forming there. So the satisfaction is already there because
Gotcha.
in both of them, it's like this is why you can't make nobody get to know somebody because eventually they'll find things that they actually like.
Hmm. Anyways, so Sammy's at the house and he goes. He says he needs to use the bathroom, and she's like, "Oh, you can just go down the hall." He's like, "Oh, well, it's a
Oh
serious
yeah.
situation, so I might have to drop a deuce." Go ahead, Jennifer.
So you forgot to say that the brother, yeah, he did see that stuff about getting it. He said he did say he was going to go steal it, go into the safe and try to steal it, but
Yes, yes,
but
I did
Sammy
forget
was
that.
like, don't go to their house, don't do that. I'll do it, okay? I'll do it.
Yeah,
So when they were talking about coming together the next time, he was the one that said, oh, I can't do that at the house, so we could do it at your house.
right.
And that's how he came together to make the plan to come to Todd with the yes.
And Jennifer, speaking about Nano,
Nano.
excuse me, after he saw the video of Marina saying that there was evidence in a safe, Nano went to Sammy and said, "Why don't you just go to her house?" He said, "I'm going to
I'm
go
gonna
to
go
her
to the
house,
house. Hmm.
and I'm going to steal this stuff." And then Sammy said, "No, let me do it. I'll be the one to do it." So thank you for bringing that up because I just skipped over that thing. I don't know why I don't have those notes, but anyways, so Sammy goes looking for the safe. And then at the same time, Nadia gets a call from her father. And he's like, where are you at? And I guess she doesn't want to tell her father that she's with Guzman because of the way that Guzman approached her parents. So
Yeah.
she knew and she told Guzman as well that her parents would not approve of her spending any time with him. So she says, "Oh, I'm with Sammy," and I think she said she was at his job or something of that nature, or at his house, something like that. She said that they were working on a project together, and so he asked to speak with Sammy. So Nadia's like, "Oh, okay." Nadia's out by the pool at this point. Sammy's in the house looking for that safe, and so then she goes looking for Sammy, and Sammy gets on the phone with Nadia's father, and then Marina actually comes over over there as well, and she's like, "The bathroom's the other way." You know what I'm saying? It's that way. So close to getting caught. And she sees that the door to her father's room is open, his little computer room or wherever is open. And so I don't know if she has a thought of what Sammy was actually doing, but we'll find out a little bit later.
We shall see.
Then Carla. Oh, and so Carla is. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Wait a minute. I don't think she. Well, let me stop, because she did tell that boy all that mess.
Okay, yeah. So, I for some reason I took away some notes. So anyway, so next we have Carla and Christian. They're at Carla's house, and they're actually in the back by the pool. Everybody got a pool here, child.
Well, they got money, honey.
Yeah, so they're in the back by the pool, and they're starting to get into it outside in the open. That's a little interesting.
They may possibly looking.
Yes, the maid possibly looking. Yes. And so then Polo comes in, and he's watching from the corner, you know what I'm saying? And then he actually walks up and is visible. And I believe doesn't he say something?
Yeah, he does say something like, basically like, yeah, I think he finally just went ahead and asserted his dominance, I reckon, and said no.
Right. And so Christian is freaked out by this, and he's like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" And Polo's trying to calm him down. "No, it's nothing. Y'all continue. I'm just gonna watch from over here." And then he was like, "So do you think that I'm just gonna let you have sex with my girl without me getting any pleasure out of it?" He said something along those lines. And Christian is like, "Wait, so you okay with this? You want to watch us do this? Like, I'm getting the F up out of here." So Christian grabs his clothes, runs out of the house
without putting the clothes on.
Okay, in his underwear. Classic Christian.
Okay.
Or whatever. And
he loved to be naked.
Well, we found that out in the first episode when he walked naked down the hallway.
You ain't got no problem with that.
But I mean, hey, if you ain't got no shame in your game, do what you do. Carla is pissed at Polo for doing this. She's over. She's over Polo at this time. So then Omar and Ander are texting. And Omar wants to and Ander wants to see Omar without an excuse, because Omar's like, "Do you need some more green?" And Anders like, "Well, I want to see you, but I want to see you without an excuse." So Anders is still sending mixed messages to Omar, because now it seems as though he's interested in seeing Omar again,
which is so weird. Like, what's your problem, sir?
It is really weird. So Nadia's father comes home, and he's like, how did things go with Sammy since you were with him? And Nadia's like, "Oh, they kind of went good, and then Nadia's father then reveals to her that he knows that she lied about being with Sammy. He doesn't know exactly where he was. I don't know exactly how he found out. Do you remember how he found out? Because I didn't understand. I don't understand how he found out.
Maybe they weren't. I don't think they were where they said that they were.
Okay. Probably that's probably what the case is. So, anyways, Omar says that he's busy, even though he's texting Ander literally at the same time. So then Sammy tells Nano that he could not get the evidence, that he was not able to actually find the evidence, and so then we're in the interrogation room again, and I believe the investigator is talking to Guzman, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And she says that Marina was pregnant. Question is, who was the father?
I automatically thought Nano.
Oh, wow. And we haven't even seen them kiss or talk any romanticism at all.
They're looking at each other too hard.
Yeah, they are looking at each other really hard. So, what are your overall thoughts and what are your expectations going forward in the way that these storylines are developing?
I really hope Lou just continues to get. Is that her name, Lou? I
The
really
resident
hope
bully.
that she continues to get bashed, or her plans blow up in her face. Um, you can see what's going on with the Muslim gal and
Hmm.
Guzman. You can see what's going. I'm curious to see what happens with Christian and old girl and all
Carla
that.
and Paula.
Um, and with Omar, with everything else, I'm just clueless as to what's going on, so I'll just watch.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, that's it for episode two. Come back for episode three. You guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is WilliamJonathanLee@gmail.com. I do have my own YouTube channel. It's called JoJo Speaks. I post videos every Thursday night at 9:30 with hot topics and social commentary with my co-host Genesita. Sometimes Tyrone is there when he's not working. And also Mike joins us as well. So join us on Thursday nights at 9:30 on YouTube. JoJo Speaks. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all the good stuff. JoJo Speaks on YouTube, y'all.
Just subscribe to me here at the Light of the Leo. Um, at sign the Light of the Leo. That's my TikTok, my Instagram, all that good stuff. That's pretty much it. I really appreciate you guys for joining us for Elite. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, y'all.